Hey guys, I just wanted to demonstrate this project that I made for you guys. I ended up doing the SafeC program. Um, it does have most of the problems that we were trying to, I guess, get done. Uninitialized variables, we were trying to take care of those, make sure that they cannot be, or variables can't be uninitialized in the C program. Arrays, they do have to be declared with integer literals. So I did go ahead and take care of that as well. I did have a little bit of trouble doing the checking the array during runtime to make sure that the array is in bounds. I mean that when you make a call to the array that isn't in the array, I guess, limit. Um, I did have a little trouble with that. I think it's the way I implemented it, like the way I guess implemented the checks. I did them in Lex instead of in Yak, and I should have done it in Yak. But I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what I have so far, or what I have. Let's see here. I'm going to show you a clean version. This is my sample one. It's just a clean C version. I mean, everything's done the way it's supposed to. I'm going to run that through the program, and it should just spit everything right back out exactly the way it is, since there is no problems with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we see here integers or variables are declared and initialized. One thing I did do, and I guess I added to this, a lot of mistakes is that, or a lot of times we make mistakes with the if statement or a while loop. We'll put max and we'll just put one equal sign there, which that actually makes it an assignment operator instead of a comparison. And with an if statement, that would always return true. So I know that's a common mistake, so I did put some checks in for that to make it a little bit safer doing that. Really, it's just a warning. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have with the dirty version here, a dirty sample. Let's see. Okay, so the way I broke this down, once it hits an error, like an uninitialized variable or something of that sort, I guess I should have actually showed you the sample here. Alright, this is sample 2. As you can see, int z is not initialized, so when we do run it in the program, it does spit out an error and it stops the program completely. It doesn't go on from there. So I did that. That way we know what the error is. We'd have to go back and fix it. There might have been a better way to implement that, but I didn't actually do it like that. I did it where it stopped the program, and you had to fix that problem first before it would go on and translate the rest of the program. So we'll go ahead and go in there. Let's fix that. So let's say, for instance, I initialize it to, I don't know, 10. Let's just put something in here. Okay, so we'll try that again. Now we're getting another error here. It says that array integer array x at line 8 must be declared with an integer literal. As you can see from up here, there's a variable in that array, so it actually is not letting it do it. It's spitting out an error there. So if we go in and fix that, let's see, we'll just put in some number about 5. I know my code doesn't really make sense, but I'm just demonstrating it here. So we'll run that again with the corrected, or with the error corrected. Actually, we'll clear this up and run that again. Okay, so the program ran completely through. We did get to the last piece of code there. The one thing that it did spit out, I did put warnings in for that that problem that I discussed earlier with the comparison operator not being a comparison, it's actually an assignment operator. So what I did is I put it in a comment saying a warning assignment operator equal sign was used in an if statement, or in this statement here, the statement that where it happened at, and at what line it did it at. And just put, did you mean to use a comparison operator? Because typically that's what we want to use as a comparison operator. We don't always want that to return true, or we probably wouldn't have used an if statement. But I did put that check in there. So yeah, that's my program. One thing I did do, let me go ahead and pull up the source code here. What did I put? Okay. I did put a flag in here. Let me see. I just put a quick flag in here, and what this does, it allows us to see all of the errors all at once instead of one at a time. Like for instance, if you wanted to fix all the errors all at once, you know, and not go one at a time through it. That flag, actually, did I change that right? Let's see here. Yeah, changed it to 0. Okay, so let's try that again. I'm going to go ahead and make the sample2 file with all the errors in it again. And okay, so we go ahead and put the errors back in there. Oh, I should have actually made that. I should have made it first. Okay. All right. So what happens now is all the errors actually show. It tells you everything that's wrong. So every time you see an error here, we would know what the problem is. We could do all of them all at once. The way I had set it up is just do one at a time. It breaks it down into segments, makes it easier for me actually just to see one problem at a time and not multiple problems. But I mean, it's however you would like to implement that. I mean, you just set the flag however you want. Well, yeah, that's my program. Like I said, I didn't get to do or check the array during runtime to make sure that no arrays were, or no, I guess, positions in an array was accessed that wasn't allowed, you know, that wasn't allocated to that array. I tried when, let's see, if I can bring it up here. Let me try bringing it up here. Whenever I did it, I implemented all the checks in, I guess, in Lex. I used regular expressions for it. I should have actually done it in Yak, and maybe I would have been able to do this a lot easier. But whenever an array, for instance, right here, when an array was declared, I tried to copy that, or that string, get that string, and when I transferred it over to Yak, I tried to actually break up that string or through a loop, you know, just run through that loop, run through that string, and pull out the actual integer literal so that I could compare it later on during runtime. But I couldn't actually get it to work correctly, so I didn't get that done. But yeah, that's my program. That's what I got completed. I know now later on that after I'm done, I realized there was a couple of things I should have done differently. But that's what I came up with, so I hope y'all liked it. Sorry, I said y'all, I'm from Texas, so you all. Hope y'all liked it, and yeah, that's it. Thanks.